significant figures and doing math. There are three rules. Rule number 1, when we multiply or divide two numbers, the number or the answer should contain the least number of significant figures. So for example, you take 5.35 times 1.2. When you multiply these two in your calculator, you're going to get 6.42. But this is not the final correct answer. The right answer is 6.4. Why? Because if you take the first number here, 5.35, we have three significant figures. 1.2, we have two significant figures. So when you multiply these two measurements, the rule says we can only keep the least number of significant figures, that is 2. So we keep 6.4 and drop the last number 2. Another example we can take, that is 5.35 divided by 1.1. Again, if you do this in your calculator, you're going to get 4.8636 like that. But the right answer is 4.9. Why? Because again the numerator 5.35 has three significant figures. The denominator 1.1 has two significant figures. We can only keep 2 in the final answer. But if you look at the answer 4.8, after that we have a 6. So you round the last digit to 4.9. So that will be the right answer. So these two examples are explaining rule number 1. The second rule is about addition and subtraction. It says when we add or subtract two numbers, the answer should contain the least number of decimal places. Here it is about decimal place, not about the number of significant figures. So let us take one simple example, 125 plus 2.7. If you add this, you're going to get 127.7. But the final answer will be 128. Why? Because if you look at the number of decimals, the first measurement has only, or we have only 0 decimal, there's no decimal here. The second number or second measurement has 1 decimal. So the rule says when we add these two numbers, we can keep the least number of decimal, which is 0 decimal, and therefore we don't keep any decimal in the answer. It will be 128 because we round up to 128. Another example is subtraction, 125 minus 2.7. If you do this, you're going to get 122.3 as the answer in your calculator. But that is not the answer. The final answer will be 122 because again 125 has no decimal place, 2.7 has 1 decimal place, and the least is 0 decimal place. So the answer will be 122. The last rule is about rule number 3. When an exact number appears in a calculation, it does not affect the number of significant figures in the final answer. So exact numbers are like conversion factors. Examples are 1 kilogram is 1000 meters. 1 kilometer is 1000 meters. 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. Things like that. So let us take this example, convert 5.65 kilograms to pounds. So when you do this, what we are doing is 5.65 you're multiplying by 2.2 because 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. When we do this math in the calculator, you're going to get 12.43. But we don't keep all these digits. We only keep 12.4 as the answer. Why? Because 5.65 is the measured quantity and it has got 3 significant figures. And we don't consider 2.2 in the calculation here for considering the number of sig figs, because 2.2 is coming from a conversion factor which is 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. So we ignore that. So based on the measured quantity which is 5.65, we keep the number of digits 3. So 12.4 pounds will be the answer. So these are 3 important rules and their applications. Thank you.